Hey guys, just a quick preface before we head into the video. You're going to hear me refer to Man of War Corsair several times as a full release game. There is a reason for that. I am aware that this game's page on Steam says early access. However, this game has a release date of April 15th, 2016. They are charging $29.99 US for this game. Once you put your game on Steam with a release date and you begin asking for a significant amount of money, which for a lot of people $30 is, I am no longer going to treat your game as early access. I am going to treat this game like it is a released product because you are charging that much money for it. You put a game on Steam, you begin charging money for it, you open yourself up to criticism, and in my mind, you pretty much lose the right to claim that your game is early access. This is a problem I have with the early access system in general, so if that turns you off, and as you can probably tell, the general tone of this video is going to be negative, then I suggest you click away now. If not, well, continue on.
Hey, what's up guys, Digmbot here, and today we are taking a look at Man of War Corsair. Now this game just came out on Steam. It is yet another Warhammer game because this is the year of Warhammer games, which I find to be very cool. Battlefleet Gothic Armada, very, very cool game. However, that's not necessarily going to be the case with Man of War, so I warn you now, this video may not be pretty. You'll notice that even on the title screen here, the art is kinda suspect. This looks more like the title screen from a game from, say, 2012. More on that in a minute. Let's dive into the options menu. So, let's take a look at video first. You've got your resolutions. You've got, a decent amount of resolutions. It'll go all the way up to 2715 by 1527, which is notably kind of an odd one. You've got windowed mode, you've got VSync, I don't know why that's on, let's fix that. Presets, simple, good, beautiful, and fantastic. Trees and water reflections, you can change your view distance. These numbers, they are in-game units, but I would rather have a percentage indicator here. It makes a little more sense. You know, you're used to 0-100% sliders in a lot of games, and unless you've played this game, you don't really know what these units are going to really do to the view distance. You've got Bloom, SSAO, and SMAA. While I like the SMAA is here because it's my preferred type of anti-aliasing, it's also a system hog, so it would have been nice to see an FXAA option here. So let's apply those changes. So not a great video options menu. Audio. You've got separate sliders for everything in the world. I will give them that. Master, music, sound effects, ambience, and voice. I like that because there's a lot of audio in this game. Unfortunately, some of it's not great, but play options. You can skip the tutorial and you can disable all sea monsters. Yes, there are sea monsters. And for your inputs, you have mouse sensitivity, ship weapon aim sensitivity. You can invert your y-axis, and you have keyboard controls. One, it's a really clumsy scroll menu, and none of this is rebindable. So if you don't like this control scheme, or you might have a disability that means you need to change it around, you're out of luck. You can't change anything in here. So yet another strike for this game. So the options menu is a bit shit. Actually, it's a lot shit. What about the game? Well, custom battle, it's not enabled. So yeah, this is an early access game, although it has a release date of 4/15, so technically it's out. So it gets no pass from me for being released and not having custom battle. Let's go ahead and continue. I've already played a little bit. I don't want to sit through the tutorial stuff again because, quite frankly, it was really fucking boring. Alright, so let's get loaded in here. An enemy crew will fight less fiercely in a boarding action once their captain has been slain. Good to know. So here we are in a port. This is all you're going to see of ports. There's nothing to walk around. You can go to the tavern. There's an inebriated peasant. No, I don't want your treasure map. There's a notice board. Courier service. It's a witch hunter. They want us to, remember, there's a vile chaos cult is hiding somewhere near coastlines. Ensure I arrive safely and I will compensate your expenses and your time. Yeah, we'll take that. And that's pretty much it for that. I want to point out that you see your golden hand in a little tiny piece of text right over here. Market. Now here in the market we can buy various goods. There's a trading element to this game. I have 325 gold. I have some spots in my cargo hold. Let's sell this food. I'm not going to pick up any cargo right now. There is some money to be made trading. And then we go to the docks. So here's the warehouse. You can buy a ship. See, the ships are quite expensive, 50,000, 100,000. These are only available at large shipyards. You can refit your ship. You can put in cargo ship refit, so we can increase our cargo bay, but it'll reduce our toughness and our weapons. Streamlined hull. So, and these menus, you have to drag to the right and the left. It's really kind of a clunky interface. We can repair the ship, which actually we don't need to do, and we can purchase firearms or recruit crew. So these go on various crew members. So like you can see the captain already has a handgun. The sharpshooter I could buy one for. The captain, I could get a long rifle. I think I'll do that. A repeating musket, don't want to do that. So I have a sharpshooter that sits in the crow's nest of my ship. And you can recruit crew. Now I could recruit, I need to hire a couple because I got a few killed, so we're at maximum crew. And we could hire another sharpshooter for 5 grand. And we can also hire an allied captain, except it's not enabled. Once again, a game that is in full release according to Steam, popping up early access features. Not a fan. One of the major problems I have with this is, as you'll have noticed, as you travel around in the... You can get useful information, unit crew is very short, blah, blah, blah. But as you click around these, they're all static menus. That's all there is to being in the towns. I feel that they've really missed an option here to, or an opportunity here to really immerse you in the world of this game. Instead, they've chosen to go with static, generic background art, and there's really no interaction other than clicking through menus. We can retire if we want, or we can undock. So here we are. I'm running this on my normal setup, which is my GTX 980, and there are frame rate issues all over the place. You'll notice that this is not a lovely looking game. In fact, some of the things in it are quite ugly. There's some really gnarly texture work. This fog effect is just really, really odd. So, down on the right, you'll see a couple indicators. There is a time dilation effect. You can speed it up or slow it down, which is useful because sailing in this game can take a long time. And then you have that circle. This is the wind. This is a sailing game, so you want to have the wind with you. So right now I'm sailing with the wind. Let's take a look at the map. So here are your towns. So you've got these few right here, and then there's some over to the left out here that I have not discovered yet. And you have these pieces of this map. There's all this down through here. So there's a decent playable area. However, you're going to be spending a lot of sailing between it, just trading. We're going to go try to drop this guy off. And I'm just going to speed time up a little bit with the plus and minus keys. This is going to be a large amount of ways in this game. So if this doesn't sound good to you, then I think we're shot at there. Yes. Well, this is a good time to get into ship combat. You'll notice that when an enemy ship loads in, it causes a huge drop in the frame rate. The game will actually completely freeze up for a second sometimes. So combat's very simple. I'm holding down the right mouse button and looking around. If you've played an Assassin's Creed game with ship sailing recently, you'll be... So we're gonna... Oh god. Well, let's board them then, if they're gonna be this close. I switch to this, the frame rate also goes to hell. This is very clunky. Feels very, very clunky. They tried to do ship-to-ship combat, but it handles extremely poorly. The frame rate for it is hideous. This game has clearly not received any optimization. There's absolutely no reason it should be running this poorly on my system. The thing is really finicky. You'll see that guy just completely spazzed out for no reason. I mean, I literally don't understand how this game is running so badly on 7 with a 980. It boggles my mind that this game performs this poorly. But hey, took that ship, so now we can apparently teleport back up. And now we're stuck in the boarding section. Let's just get the hell out of here. So yeah, I'm kind of going with that. Still trying to fight me. I'm just gonna get out of here. There's so far. Orks and humans, there are supposed to be other factions there. Not in yet. Nobody should be surprised by that, given the state of the rest of this game. What do you find interesting about this game, aside from the setting, which I love? I think a lot of really good lore here. The setting itself really lends itself to this kind of thing. But the sea monster attacks, and I'm hoping we'll get one. I was attacked by a giant megalodon earlier, and it was actually really cool. You'll see my sharpshooter perched up there, and I actually can't remember how to switch between crews, so let's just look at that real quick. Cycle targets or spells. Turn strafe. Switch movement method. Interact. Where? Huh. Okay. I can't remember how to do it. We'll figure it out. But yeah, we're going to see what's going on this game. Where did our destination go? It's being hard. It's sometimes hard to see the marker through, your ship. You'll hear the crew, people occasionally yelling, your first mate yelling at the crew and things. And some of the voice acting lines are delivered very well. Some are not, so it's a very mixed bag. I have found that while distance can help, but as I mentioned in the options menu, you really don't get a feel for what those units mean until you start really playing around with the game. And I found that I had to turn it down significantly to really get a noticeable performance increase, and even then it wasn't stable. And also this snow effect is really janky and really weird. It changes directions depending on where you point the camera, and it's just it is ugly. Some of the water reflections are nice, but let's go check this out. These are little pop-up. Fortunately, the wind is still with us, so.
Back to work, you lazy dog.
This probably end very badly. There's been some interesting little events that I've had. I had a quest where I was trying to take some villagers from one port to another because of they were trying to get away from horrible zombies, and well, you can imagine how that ended out. There was a zombie outbreak underway, and we had to fight. And it was all a horrible, horrible mess. I thought there's some good ideas at work in this. I will definitely say that. Orcs are headed for Erengard. The Orcs are sitting in the wait, no, I didn't fight them. Why are we? Okay, well. Oh god. Alright, well, if you wanna. Gaming is so terrible. Oh my god, the frame rate. Can I? Yeah. Nope. I can't get over there. I can't do anything right now because the game has just gone absolutely straight to hell. Well, there's no crew left. And we're suddenly teleported. Where's my captain at? Oh my god. There's the Orks. Alright, well, I'd like to actually finish a mission and then we'll go do it. So we've got to get turned back into the wind here, and another thing that's really a little depressing is, and disappointing, I know the game is set in the Warhammer universe, so everything is very grimdark, but it'd be nice to see a little more detail on these towns. You know, as you zoom in on them here, you know, very slipshod texture, like very generic. There is no detail, no personality, no life to these towns. They're just static objects on the beach, there for you to use as landmarks, and that's pretty much it. It's the same problem I have with actually being in dock. There's just no personality there. Come on.
Lay off the rum. Very good, sir.
Also, a
Here we go, lads.
criticism. I get that they streamline some things, but docking in this game is very anticlimactic, shall we say. I'm simply gonna dock for attack. Now there are some interesting weapons. Orc ships have like giant grappling hooks and claws. And let's kill us some orcs. I didn't realize it was going to actually make us do this event. Oh, well, they're just going to flat out board us. I would love to show you some ship-to-ship action, but orcs are all animating. Big and they're ugly and they're really poorly animated and things go tears. So I mean, really imposing looking. But couple left. This one appears to be just plain stuck. Is that... What are you doing up there, guys? Some of the animations are so janky. Come on. Go ahead and die. That's the end of them. Alright, boys. Get back on the ship. Let's go. For some reason I have yet to divine. You kill all the crew on the ship also spontaneously explodes. It's quite odd. I don't understand it. But, yeah, let's... on. I once again very much appreciate the time. It actually makes travel aspect a lot less painful than otherwise. But stay away from this guy. Here, have a broadside. Nope. Fucking orcs. Imperium, you can actually fight broadside duels a lot of the time, but with the orcs, it's only going to be... I'm just going to stay up here. My sharpshooters up in the crow's be people and murdering them efficiently. I think a lot of my crew might be dead. Let's reload right here. Oh my god. This game. Alright. Wait, able to dock. I recognize this. Let's continue on. I would love to show you guys some of the sea monsters, but I don't think the game is let all make. I get aggravated. Reactions. What is really to say about it? It's got some neat ideas and a fantastic, some really kind of drab artwork and absolutely piss poor performance. Drag down everything that could be positive about this game. It's just simply not fun. Fighting against the controls, fighting to be able to move against the frame rate when you're in a boarding action or when another ship loads in, absolutely kills the game. I haven't pulled up a frame rate counter for this game because I don't want to know, but I guarantee you it's nowhere close to 60. It just runs absolutely horribly. It has a lot of features that are missing. The interaction at towns is bland, uninspired, and bog standard clicking through menus. There's some decent mission variety, but all in all, as far as this game goes, everything about it is just dragged down by the fact that it doesn't look great and it performs absolutely miserably. So, if you really want to play this game, maybe pick it up. I object to it being put on Steam as basically released. It feels like a early access alpha. It's very unpolished. It's not optimized at all, and I might honestly give this one a good long wait to see if they can fix the issues, or wait until it's on the Steam sale for, like $3 or $4, I think. It's this is exactly what I was talking about. This is the zombie outbreak. But yeah, right now this game is not fun. It's barely playable, and that's being charitable. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, that's on you. So that's my take on this game. I'm going to kill these zombies, and I'm going to be done for a while. I might check back on it in a few months to see if it's improved any. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you didn't, well, feel free to click the dislike button. It's probably because you're a horrible sea zombie. My name is Digmbot. I'll see you next time.
Like what you saw? Click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Or click on one of these other videos.